house flashing
13-year-old Abigail Abby Williams
at the High Bridge in Delphi, Indiana.
and 14-year-old Liberty Libby German.
All Delphi fire units requested to be around to the station to help with the search party.
Last seen on an abandoned railroad.
I looked up at the clock and the time read 21:21. I shared that with a friend for some unknown reason. What was sent back to me was the assurance I needed to fully know and believe in my heart that what I'm doing is just, that it has a greater meaning, a deeper understanding of where I've been, what I've endured, and what lies ahead for the future. Those words couldn't have hit me more clearly. The article sent read as follows: Angel number 2121 combines the energies and attributes of numbers 2 and 1, both appearing twice, amplifying their influence. Number 2 is associated with service, duty, balance, harmony, insight, adaptability, diplomacy, cooperation, receptivity, fulfillment, happiness, faith, trust, and serving your life purpose and soul mission. Number 1 represents assertiveness, independence, uniqueness, motivation, moving forward, new beginnings, positivity, and success. It encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace new opportunities. Angel number 2, 121, urges you to trust yourself and listen to your intuition. Work towards self-awareness, understanding both your strengths and weaknesses, defining your values, goals, and true purpose. Be honest with yourself, assess situations objectively, and use your wisdom to make the right choices. As you grow in self-understanding, the signs guiding your journey will become clearer. This number signifies that your thoughts are like seeds ready to sprout, indicating that things will move in the right direction. New opportunities may arise, leading to personal fulfillment and happiness. The key message is to maintain faith, knowing the universe and your angels are supporting you. Additionally, angel number 2, 121, reminds you to practice gratitude for the blessing in your life and those yet to come. Your thoughts, words, and actions shape your reality, bringing either blessings or challenges. To attract positive outcomes, focus on sending out high vibrations and maintaining an attitude of gratitude. This may not seem like anything to you, but the words unlocked a section of me that understands that my angels are my supporters, are those that carry the torch towards the finish line, and then far beyond. They, you, are the beacon of light that shines brighter and brighter, chasing shadows into secrets and knowing the heart, or better yet, what lies beneath it. Love, compassion, and gratitude, a comforting thought in the world of true crime. In small-town America, justice is often expected to be blind. But in Carroll County, concerns about favoritism and selective enforcement of the law continue to grow. Prosecutor Nick McLeland's refusal to answer whether Delphi Police Chief Nate Lamar will face charges has fueled suspicions that certain public officials are shielded from accountability. The issue at hand is bigger than just Lamar. Carroll County has never utilized the Brady-Giglio List, a critical tool designed to track law enforcement officers with credibility issues. Despite mounting evidence suggesting that some officials should be added to this list, the county's prosecutors have never taken that step. This lack of action raises a troubling question. Is Carroll County's justice system protecting those in power while failing the public it is meant to serve?
Who is under scrutiny?
While Chief Nate Lamar remains at the center of controversy, he is not the only public official whose credibility has been called into question. Chief Nate Lamar, a judge recently discredited Lamar's testimony in a meth distribution case, suggesting it could amount to perjury. Prosecutor McLeland previously stated that charges are expected against Lamar. But months later, no charges have been filed. If a civilian were caught lying under oath, they would likely face immediate consequences. So why is Lamar being treated differently? Former Sheriff Dennis Randall has been accused of providing false information regarding the 2016 Flora fire investigation, which killed 4 children. His role in the case has long been a source of controversy, and some believe his statements could constitute perjury or misconduct. Yet no charges have been brought against him, and McLeland refuses to address whether he should be added to the Brady-Giglio List. Officer Shane Bernhardt. Bernhardt was terminated from his position in Carroll County but later hired as Burlington Town Marshal, despite concerns over his credibility. If an officer's word cannot be trusted in court, should they be allowed to continue serving in law enforcement? The community deserves answers. Prosecutor Nick McLeland, the person responsible for ensuring justice in Carroll County, has remained silent on all of these issues. Despite multiple requests for an interview or statement from the Carroll County Comment, McLeland has not responded. His refusal to address these concerns only deepens public distrust in the legal system.
Selective justice in Carroll County.
The failure to utilize the Brady-Giglio List is not just an oversight, it's a pattern. The Brady-Giglio policy exists to ensure that officers with a history of dishonesty, misconduct, or credibility issues are flagged, so their testimony does not unfairly influence criminal cases. It is a tool that promotes fairness and transparency, yet Carroll County's prosecutors have never used it. In contrast, other counties and jurisdictions across the country routinely place officers on the Brady-Giglio List when their credibility is compromised. By refusing to do so, Carroll County effectively shields officers from scrutiny and allows them to continue working in law enforcement, even if their testimony has been deemed unreliable in court. If accountability applies to the average citizen, it must also apply to those in power. The justice system cannot pick and choose when to enforce the law based on convenience or personal relationships. The failure to charge Lamar, investigate Randall, and scrutinize Bernhardt suggests that some officials may be getting preferential treatment.
What is the good old boy system?
The idea of a good old boy system refers to an informal network of influence where public officials, law enforcement, and prosecutors protect one another, often at the expense of justice. In many small towns, this system operates behind closed doors, ensuring that those with power are shielded from scrutiny, while everyday citizens are held to a different standard. In Carroll County, the lack of action against Lamar, Randall, and Bernhardt raises concerns that such a system is at play. If the prosecutor's office refuses to hold certain officials accountable, the public is left wondering who is really in charge, and if officers can lie under oath without consequences, how can citizens trust that justice is being served? Transparency and accountability are the cornerstones of a fair legal system. Without them, public trust erodes and corruption takes root. The people of Carroll County deserve a justice system that works for everyone, not just those in positions of power.
No one is above the law.
It is essential to remember that no one, not Chief Lamar, not former Sheriff Randall, not even Prosecutor McLeland, is above the law. Justice should be applied equally, regardless of rank, title, or political connections. Yet, when public officials evade accountability, it sends a dangerous message that some people are untouchable. If officers like Lamar can provide false testimony without consequence, what prevents others from doing the same? If Randall can make misleading statements about a major investigation without repercussions, how can the public trust law enforcement to tell the truth? If McLeland can ignore legitimate concerns without explanation, what does that say about the integrity of the prosecutor's office? The public deserves answers. Carroll County residents should not have to wonder whether their justice system is fair. They should know it is. The refusal to acknowledge or address these concerns only fuels suspicion and weakens confidence in local government.
Demanding action and transparency.
The Carroll County Comment will continue pressing for answers. Justice should not be determined by backroom deals, silence, or political connections. Prosecutor McLeland must respond to the community's concerns and take appropriate action to ensure accountability. The next steps are clear. 1. Charges against Lamar. If Lamar's testimony has been discredited in court, the prosecutor's office must clarify whether he will face perjury charges. If not, they must explain why. 2. Brady-Giglio List enforcement. The public has a right to know whether officers like Lamar, Randall, and Bernhardt should be placed on this list. If not, what justifies their exclusion? 3rd investigation into former Sheriff Randall. Given the allegations that Randall provided false statements about the Flora fire investigation, a formal inquiry must be launched to determine whether perjury or misconduct occurred. 4th, public transparency. McLeland must stop ignoring questions and provide clear, direct responses to the public. Hiding from accountability is not an option.
Final thoughts.
Carroll County residents deserve a justice system that is fair, transparent, and accountable. If public officials are not held to the same legal standards as the citizens they serve, then justice is not being served at all. No amount of silence from Prosecutor McLeland will make these questions go away. The people are watching. The truth will come out. And justice for everyone, not just the privileged few, must prevail.